Academy Award nominated actress Margot Robbie has made a name for herself by portraying cultural female icons. Whether it's actress Sharon Tate, controversial figure skater Tonya Harding, Queen Elizabeth, or everyone's childhood BFF, Barbie. The woman is nothing if not versatile. So today we step into the shoes of one of Hollywood's hottest stars and attempt to eat like Margot Robbie for a day. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome to Abby's Kitchen. In today's video, I'll be attempting to eat like Oscar-nominated actress Margot Robbie. But obviously not quite, because my needs are ultimately unique. So I'm gonna be using her alleged meals as a template for teaching gentle nutrition and inspiring what I decide to make for myself that works for me and my body. Also a reminder that this diet was compiled from primary and secondary sources, so I really cannot speak to its legitimacy or accuracy. And a reminder that this is just what I ate on a random day, and it's not meant to be copied or recommended as to how you should eat. So always speak to a registered dietitian about your unique needs. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Abby's Kitchen. All right, Abby, I'm hungry. Let's eat. This is a really good one. I mean, I feel like Margot is so talented, so beautiful, so versatile. So she's obviously had to undergo a bunch of different physical transformations for different roles. And at different points in her career, that's meant she's had to stick to a pretty strict diet. And according to Emirates Woman magazine, Margot has described herself as being pretty extreme in her diet, stating that she does not do good at moderation. She's literally said that she loves beers and fries and burgers, but if she has to get into a bikini for a roll, she'll eat carrot sticks for 3 days.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yikes. Not exactly how I like to roll. Yo-yoing from one diet extreme to another is typically not great for our gut microbiome, our mood, digestion, energy levels, or our relationship with food. It just doesn't generally feel very good. And apparently, Margot's movie prep diet typically will cut out chocolate, fast food, sugary drinks, and saturated fats. I get the first three, but Abby, what's the deal on sat fats? Well, it's complicated, but in the simplest terms possible, we used to think that saturated fats were the cause of heart disease. But more recent studies have actually found that there was not enough evidence to conclude that saturated fats increase the risk, but that replacing saturated fats with polyunsaturated fats or high fiber carbohydrates help to reduce the risk. That said, there's nothing particularly unique about saturated fats when it comes to weight loss or weight gain. I mean, all fats are high in calories, and without a calorie deficit, you don't lose weight. So I think it's useful to make smart use of saturated fats. I don't think that you need to completely cut them out. All right, Abby, that was a lot for 9 a.m. Tell me there's some caffeine in my near future.
Oh, I'm a massive loser and I carry tea bags around with me because I like a very particular brand of tea.
That is some serious tea commitment right there. Now, I had to Google this brand that she uses, Dilma, and while it didn't really specify, because I know they have like a bunch of different varietals, I'm pretty sure it's like a classic black tea. So I've got one of those right there. I'm usually a coffee girl, but you know, I can do a cup of tea. Caffeine is caffeine, right? Actually, Abby? Yes, the great debate. Coffee versus tea. Let's break down some key benefits and how they compare. First up, cognitive performance. So research suggests that low to moderate doses of caffeine can help to improve attention span, vigilance, alertness, and reaction time. A typical cup of coffee has about 96 milligrams of caffeine, while a cup of black tea has about half that amount. But there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. And while one study comparing black tea and black coffee found similar effects on alertness and cognitive performance, the tea had a lower risk of disrupting sleep. So I'm gonna give that one to our friend tea. Second is antioxidant content. Both tea and coffee are rich in antioxidants called polyphenols, which help to reduce the risk of chronic disease. But while coffee has twice the amount of antioxidants as green or black tea, about 200 milligrams for coffee versus 115 milligrams for green tea and 96 milligrams for black, both tea and coffee are associated with heart health and a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. So I would say that one's a draw. When it comes to cancer, only coffee, but not tea, has been shown to help reduce the risk. And then there's the risk of diabetes. So coffee has pretty strong evidence in its favor, suggesting that it may help to reduce the risk of diabetes. And while some research suggests the same for tea, other studies haven't found such a clear association. Finally, let's talk stress and mental health. In this case, it kind of depends what your goal is. So coffee is higher in caffeine, which can increase cortisol, which helps to lift your mood, while tea is rich in L-theanine, which has a more calming effect. So where does this leave us? Honestly, who cares? Both are nutritious in moderation, so drink your ritualistic brew how you like it and don't let anyone tell you to stop. Cheers, Abby. Nothing like a hot cup of tea out of a big ass mug. All right, let's talk breakfast. So Margot told Women's Health UK that her typical morning breakfast routine consists of porridge, along with an immunity boosting smoothie. Well, I mean, aside from the questionable recipe description, this does actually sound like a typical Abby meal. So while I put together some of my staple ingredients for this, Abby, can you go over why this whole idea of immunity boosting is kind of bunk? You got it, girl. I've said it here before and I'll say it again until I am blue in the face. There is nothing we can do to boost our immune system. In fact, we wouldn't actually want to boost or enhance our immune system anyway, as an overactive immune system might actually attack the body's systems, as is the case with autoimmune disorders.
Something to think about.
Now, supporting your immune system, on the other hand, means engaging in lifestyle behaviors to help ensure that your immune system is functioning optimally. So, for example, we know that things like getting quality sleep, managing stress, and regular physical activity, plus prioritizing probiotics and antioxidant-rich foods, all can help to support a healthy immune system. So, a smoothie that is packed with colorful fruits and veg definitely fits the bill. Berries, banana, Greek yogurt, kale, peanut butter, hemp hearts, soy milk, and little honey. Now, let's make some oatmeal. All right, let's mix together some oats. A little more. And some almond milk. I never measure. I just kind of let it cook until it's at a consistency I like. Pinch of salt, cinnamon, and a handful of hemp hearts. Let her simmer.
5 minutes later.
So my little hack is I always add a really ripe banana in. For all y'all banana haters, you can leave this out and just throw in whatever kind of honey or maple syrup or fruit that you like. But I find that it adds a really nice consistency and texture and adds a ton of natural sweetness. That's going in. I'm gonna add a little scoop of peanut butter inside, and then I'll do a little bit more on top. And some protein powder. Her off, stir everything in. And this is where I make a call as to how much more liquid I need. I don't like my oats too thick, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. There we go. Let's plate her up. Look at that. It looks so good. Every single day, my kid wakes up and the first thing he says to me is not, "Hi mama," or "Good morning," or "I love you." It's "me oatmeal." Me oatmeal is literally what he says every effing day. And if I don't present him with oatmeal, it's meltdown city. So, a little bit of peanut butter right on top, because I like to swirl. Now my mouth is stuck together. Little extra hemp and some berries. Got a little raspberries, some blueberries. This one's not good. Baby strawberry, a little grape action. This is the consistency of perfect oatmeal. It's got a little jiggle, not too stiff, not too loose. Perfect. And speaking of perfect, nobody needs an immune boosting smoothie when you got this going on. We have tons of immune supporting antioxidants in all the berries that we used, plus the kale and the oats and the nut butter and the honey, like all of these ingredients will help to support a healthy immune system. Not to mention, we also have lots of protein in the protein powder and the hemp parts and the Greek yogurt, fiber in all of our fruits and veg and our oats, and healthy fats in the hemp and the nut butters. This is a super generous portion, but the good news is that both of these things keep really, really well, so I can always enjoy some of it tomorrow. All right, speaking of supporting immunity, it's time for a little movement. So according to Women's Health UK magazine, Margot's workout routine will typically fluctuate depending on the role that she's training for. So for example, she was doing like a lot of boxing and fight training for Suicide Squad and lots of skating and core exercises for I, Tonya. When she's not preparing for a role, she's all about incorporating different kind of fun activities that she enjoys. So she plays tennis with her friends, she does dance classes, she surfs, she does Pilates. We love the variety, but obviously it's the dead of winter and I don't have access to a tennis court or a surfboard. But we can always put on a little YouTube Pilates and get some movement in. Poppy, I need my emotional support. Let's move. All right, let's go work out. Come on. So it is officially time for lunch, and according to Emirates Woman magazine, Margot opts for a salad with lemon chicken for lunch. No clue what that entails, as there is no recipe beyond that description. So we're gonna improvise with what I have on hand and try to make this as fast as possible. Let's make lunch. All right, I got some bagged salad, leftover chicken. Ooh, let's do you. Maybe I'll throw some of that in there. And, ooh, we need lemon. If it's a lemon salad, we need a lemon. This is how I like to make lunch, because who the has time to like make an entire multi-course meal from scratch in the middle of the day? Not me.
Hell no. Come on to the no, no, no.
So, I've got some leftover wild rice here with sweet potato and apple and roasted broccoli from dinner. I got this bagged salad on sale. Throw some greens in. Nice combo. I think it's this way. A little tossy toss. I love grapes in a salad. It's just like, oh, just adds that juicy hit of sweetness. If I can get the grape to like work into the flavor profile, I'm adding it in. Chev's gonna work really nicely here. Little crumble. Let's get fancy and caramelize up some walnuts. Some little walnut pieces and some maple syrup. Oh, walnuts and maple just hits different. We need lemon, so let's make a lemon vinaigrette, AKA a citronette. You can bust that out at your next dinner party. Lemon juice, let's remove the seeds. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs to grow a lemon tree in their gut. A little bit of Dijon, some olive oil, and the last of my maple syrup. Gotta get some protein in here, so I've got some leftover chicken breast. Stick that in there. So yummy. Love the little crunch of whole grain mustard. I'm excited about that. All right, super quickie salad here, and literally used up all of the leftovers in my fridge, which we love, and looks unbelievable. Love these kind of makeshift salads. They just work themselves out so nicely. There's just so much in here. I don't even know where to start, but we got lots of fiber-rich carbs in our wild rice and sweet potatoes and apples and grapes. So good. Plus some extra fiber and micronutrients in all of our greens and veg. We got healthy fats in the olive oil dressing and in the walnuts. Plus we've got our protein in the leftover chicken. I didn't even know where to start, but how am I gonna get a perfect bite? Well, we gotta get the goat's cheese. That's a must. Gotta get a grape. Gotta get the walnut. And maybe a little sweet potato too. Yum. Just keeping it classy here, folks. One bite at a time. Got some work done, picked up the kids, now it's time for dinner. And the good news is we got a few options here to work with. So according to a few different sources, Margot loves fish, specifically tuna steak, with a side of sweet potatoes and roasted veg. Otherwise, she loves a classic burger and fries, though this does kind of break her diet rules on the kind of no fast food and no saturated fat front. I don't usually buy tuna steaks because they are so high in mercury, and I try to make meals that the whole family can enjoy, including my kids. But I figured we could do like a really easy fish burger that the whole family can enjoy. Okay, so while I get prepping on that, Abby, can you give us the rundown on mercury considerations when buying fish? Sure thing. So I first want to note that an occasional tuna steak is really not a big deal for healthy adults. But if tuna is a staple for you, it may be worthwhile choosing lower mercury options more often. Now, while it depends on variety, tuna steaks tend to be about 3 to 6 times higher in mercury compared to light canned tuna. So yeah, that is quite a jump. Now, to put this in perspective for you, even if you were to choose the lowest mercury option like yellowfin, even a 3-ounce serving would exceed the maximum safe dose established by the EPA. On the higher end, just one 3-ounce serving of big eye tuna would exceed the max weekly safe dose. Now, this is not to say that you shouldn't live your best life and enjoy tuna steak if this is something that is enjoyable and pleasurable for you. But like I said, we just want to be mindful of frequency of consumption and choosing lower mercury fish options whenever we can, especially if our kiddos are enjoying these meals as well. All right, we got some cauliflower. I'm gonna roast up. A little olive oil. And salt and pepper. And you know what? Let's get a little spice action. I'm obsessed with za'atar. If you know, you know. And because everyone knows that crinkle cut fries are legit the best kind of fries, and I cannot compete with McCain frozen, we're going with the good stuff. This is your daily reminder that if convenience foods help you get a balanced meal on the table, they are a great tool in the toolbox. Let's pop these in the oven and we'll work on our burgers. And I just picked these up at my local fishmonger because today, as you can see, we're going the easy route with the cooking here. We are going Barbie vibes.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Oh yeah. All right. Cooks so good. Sweet potato fries, cauliflower, enough farts for one meal. Let's build a fish burger. We got some avocado. I found some tartar sauce in the fridge left over from fish and chip night. Amazing. Can't have a fish burger without a little tartar. Got some jalapenos, a little spice, and tomatoes. And our little cupola, little fish burger. And a squish. Oh, hello. I am so excited about this meal, and it really was so easy to pull off, mainly because I bought the fish burgers already made. We got lots of fiber-rich carbs in our sweet potatoes, plus some extra fiber in our cauliflower here, heart-healthy omega-3 fats and protein in the fish burger, and we got the classic fast food vibes with the crinkle cut fries. You cannot have sweet potato fries any other way. What is going to be the least messy bite? It is so good. It is officially my favorite time of day, dessert. All right, talk sweet to me, baby. Okay, so according to a bunch of sources, Margot once said that chocolate waffles and fries were some of her favorite food groups. And she's also a big fan of ice cream.
What's your vice?
Ice cream.
It is very much okay to enjoy food just how it is. And sometimes I feel like ice cream is perfection all on its own. Kind of. It was my elbow, guys.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm happy. This was a really fun day. I mean, we got to have a lot of really great, easy, fast, convenience meals. And I also feel like I got a lot of variety and balance. I got to have some ice cream. I got some sweet potato fries. I got some burgers in there. But I also had a really nourishing salad, smoothie, and oatmeal bowl to boot. Just like Margot's career, it felt like a really well-rounded day. So on that note, that's all that I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to give it the thumbs up. Leave me a comment below with what or who you'd like to see me review next. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye!